Can you solve this problem without guessing? Actually, this problem has more than 2 answers, but how many answers can you see from a glance? Let's drop the answer in the comment box and I will solve this step by step. X squared equals 2 power of minus x. This is an exponential equations. And let's solve this. It's very simple to solve. So the first thing we are going to consider is we have to transform this. If let's say I let x to be equals minus 2t. Anywhere I see x, I change it to minus 2t. So therefore, we have this as minus 2t raised to power 2 equals 2 raised to power minus 2t. And from here, following the rule of exponent, this becomes 4t squared equals 2 raised to power of 2t. Then, this is what we have. Let's take the, let's write this. If I have this as 4t squared equals, I can call this one 2 raised to power t, then all raised to power of 2. This is still the same. By taking the square root of both sides, so we are going to have, taking the square root of both sides here, we have square root of 4t squared equals the square root of 2 raised to power t, then all raised to power of 2. And for here, we have this as 2 absolute of t equals, this gives us 2 raised to power of t. And if I divide both sides by 2 here, this cancels. I consider absolute of t here because it can be positive and negative. So here is absolute of t equals 2 raised to power of t minus 1. Okay, so I'm going to start this. So we have 2 cases to consider here. If you consider case 1, suppose t here is either greater than or equals to 0. So if we start checking for some values, let's say at t equals to 1, we are going to have absolute of t here. That is absolute of 1 equals, for positive, 2 raised to power of 1 minus 1. And with this, we have 1 equals 2 raised to power 0. That everything gives 1. This right hand side equals the left hand side. So we can just consider from what we have above that x equals minus 2 bracket 1. That is minus 2. One of the answers to this problem is minus 2. X equals minus 2. Okay, so let's proceed. Another case we can still consider here is, suppose we have t here less than 0. Then, if we start checking for all the negatives here, they are not going to satisfy the problem because we have absolute of t equals 2 raised to power of t minus 1. Checking for a series of negative, so if this is negative t, so for the negative part of the absolute equals 2 raised to power of t minus 1. If I check for t equals minus 1, they are not going to be equal. T equals to minus 2, they are not going to be equal. Therefore, the only thing I can just think of right now is, if I still consider that positive again, so which means any negative cannot work for this. So I can only still check for when t equals to 2. If you have t here equals to 2, but I'm going to go back to where we have the positive value of this absolute, so that we can have absolute of t equals 2 raised to power of t minus 1. Then we have 2 here equals 2 raised to power of 2 minus 1, and 2 equals 2. So 2 equals to 2, it means t equals to 2 also satisfied. Therefore, from where I let x equals minus 2t, we have this as minus 2 times 2, that is x equals minus 4. Initially, we got x to be minus 2, and this is also x equals minus 4. Both of them satisfy this problem. But are these the only solution? No. So we can still solve this in another way by applying some manipulation of Lambert's omega function. Let's do that quickly. Okay, so this is another way of solving this problem. If I introduce ln to both sides, we have ln x power 2 equals, let's say this is raised to power 2 equals ln, we have 2 raised to power minus x. Okay, let me bracket this as well. And applying the rule of ln, so this gives us 2 ln x equals, let me just put it in absolute because it's not going to be negative. So we have minus x ln 2. And if I divide both sides by, let's say I divide both sides by 2 here, then we have this cancelled, and this gives us ln x equals minus x ln 2 divided by 2. Okay, so in the next step here is, if I take the exponent of both sides, so e raised to power this cancelled, and we have absolute of x equals e to the power of minus x ln 2 divided by 2. If I remanipulate this, I'm going to have absolute of x equals e to the power of, if I call this one minus x over 2 all together, then this is ln 2. So if I take this to the back here, if I take it to if I raise it to power of these two, we are going to have absolute of x equals e to the power of ln of 2, then everything raised to power minus x divided by 2. And we know exponent and ln cancels each other, so that we have absolute of x equals 2 raised to power of minus x divided by 2. This is what we have. And if I divide both sides by the whole of this, so we are going to have absolute of x multiplied by, so this will multiply this, or I multiply this one to both sides, so we are going to have, but that one will be positive, we are going to have times 2 raised to power of x over 2, everything equals to 1. So since this is what we get, then I want to manipulate here. If I introduce exponent and ln here to these two, we are going to have absolute of x multiplied by e raised to power of ln 2 raised to power x over 2, everything equals to 1. Cleared? So because this cancelled, so we still have what we have here again. Then after that, so let's take this x over 2 down, and we have absolute of x multiplied by e to the power of x over 2, then ln 2 equals to 1. So for the simplicity, suppose if I let u to be equals the whole of this power, that is x over 2 ln 2, then I want to make x the subject of the formula here. So we are going to have x equals 2, then so 2 will multiply u, then divided by this, that is, we are going to have 2u divided by ln 2. That's what we have when we make this the x the subject of the formula. And if I go there and replace, so and this time around I'm going to neglect absolute of x, but later I will use it, so consider the positive and the negative side. So doing that, we are going to have, so since this is absolute of x, that's going to give us 2u divided by ln 2, then multiply by e to the power of u, everything equals to 1. And if I cross multiply, we are going to have 2u multiplied by e raised to power u equals to ln 2. Divide both sides by 2 here, so we have this over 2. And this follows the rules of Lambert function. So because this coefficient at the power of u must be the same, so introducing w to both sides, we are going to have this as u equals the omega of ln 2 divided by 2. So having this, then we are going to replace, since x is given u is given as x over 2 ln 2, so by replacing it, we are going to have the result as x equals 2 divided by ln 2, then the omega of ln 2 divided by 2. This is what we have. And for the case of the negative, we can just change this one to positive or negative in the bracket. This is how to solve this. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Never stop learning. Bye bye.